What's going on everyone? Welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to give you 8 tips on how to be more attractive. Welcome back to my channel everyone. My name's Dylan in case this is your first time visiting. And if this is your first time visiting, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. So in this video I'm going to talk you through 8 different ways how you can make yourself look more attractive. Now these aren't ways, I'm not going to talk about things like surgery and stuff like that, because there's a lot of stuff that is out of your control. So you are how you are as a person generally. There is a lot of things that you do have control of and that you can do to help yourself look more attractive. The first thing I'm going to talk about, and this is something I've mentioned in so many of my videos, and that is accessories. When you add accessories to your style, it just helps you to look a lot more stylish, and it shows that you give care to that attention to detail. It shows that you care about the small details in your outfit, and those small details are the things that help your outfit go from a normal outfit to a very, very nice outfit. And a lot of people don't really pay attention to details, which means a lot of other guys don't really worry about like bracelets, rings, watches. So when you do start wearing these things, you'll find that you get a lot more attention because it's not something that everyone does. Wearing a watch at least is a basic. Everyone needs to have a really nice watch. It doesn't have to be super expensive now. There's so many different watch brands around. You can get a really nice watch, a nice staple watch that will go with a lot of different outfits, and it just shows that you've got that a little bit extra attention to detail. And then bracelets are another good thing. There's tons of bracelet companies around, and rings is the final thing. Now rings, not everyone wears rings, and I only recently started wearing rings like maybe a year or two ago, and I love wearing them now. They just make your outfit look so much better, and especially on my Instagram I get so many compliments about my rings. So this next one is another one that you cannot afford to be slacking on, and that is grooming. Now when I talk about grooming, I don't just mean your hair, I don't just mean your beard, I don't just mean like your body hair, it's like everything. So body hair, ear hair, nose hair, eyebrows, whatever you've got that needs grooming, you need to make sure it's groomed. These are all things that you just need to like keep on top of regularly, because they make such a big difference to your appearance. So make sure you get rid of any like long nose hair that you've got coming out, any ear hair. If you've got a monobrow, make sure you get rid of it in the middle. You want 2 eyebrows, not 1. And any body hair. But body hair is a bit different. Like some people have different preference on body hair. I tend to just get rid of mine, but it's up to you. But generally, even if you've got a beard as well, like I generally keep a very short stubble. But if you do have a beard, then make sure your beard's groomed, make sure you keep the hair on your beard healthy, use the oils, the creams, make sure you keep it clean, because all these things make a big difference and they tell someone a lot about you before they've even spoke to you. Next thing I'm going to talk about is your hair and your haircut. Do you know you have some people that have had the same haircut since they were like 5 years old, and they're like 40, 50 now, they still got the same haircut? Well, you should always experiment with your haircut. There's always new trends coming on, and the great thing about your hair is that you can try out loads of things. If you want to grow it out, you can grow it out. If you don't like it, you can cut it. And if you have longer hair and you want to cut it, then cut it, because it's going to grow back anyway. That's the amazing thing about hair. Try different colors, try different styles. Just do whatever you feel like doing, however you want to express yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's always going to grow back, and when you find that perfect haircut, it's going to look amazing and it can just make you look so much better. The other thing about hair to keep in mind is to try and get a haircut that suits your face shape. So there's a lot of study that's been done based on like different types of haircuts and what haircuts suit people with different face shapes. And if you just look on Google, there's plenty of blog posts and articles and stuff to help you find the perfect haircut for your face shape. Now the next thing is something that I also bang on about so much, but I still see so many guys making this mistake, and that is wearing clothes that fit you properly. This makes such a big difference. Like you can have like a $3,000 suit, and if it doesn't fit you properly, it's going to look worse than a £100 suit which does fit you properly. Fit is so important when you're wearing clothes. You want to make sure that the clothes fit you properly, they're the right size to you, they're not too tight, they're not too big, they don't just look like they're just hanging off you, like your body is a hanger. So making sure you buy clothes that fit you properly will make such a big difference to your appearance. Now this doesn't necessarily mean getting your clothes tailored. A lot of my clothes are not tailored, but I tend to try my clothes on, make sure they fit me properly. A lot of people, I think, buy clothes and then get home and then try them on at home. If they don't fit them properly, they're like, oh, I can't be bothered to go back to the store. Well, that's just laziness, and it's going to make you have a lot of clothes that are not fitting you well, and it's going to definitely affect your appearance. Next up is self-confidence. Now self-confidence is something that can take a while to build up, but it's something that we should all have. We all need to be confident with ourselves. We are who we are, we need to accept what we are, and having self-confidence just gives you that whole different aura. When you're confident in yourself, you just have a different aura, your posture's better. When you enter a room, people can tell. When you're not feeling so confident, people can tell, and you don't really notice that person in the room. When you notice someone in the room that's confident, everyone's like wants to be around them, and they're just vibing and they're just having a good time. So self-confidence is super important, and it's something that definitely makes you more attractive, especially for girls. Girls love a guy that is confident and who's confident in themselves, because that helps them be confident in them as well. Now this next thing I'm talking about won't directly affect your appearance, but it will affect your appearance when someone gets close to you, and that is a fragrance. Now fragrances are super important. Everyone needs to have a fragrance, and you need to make sure you use your fragrance daily, regularly, however often you need to, because when someone comes close to you, or even when someone just walks by you, when they get that whiff of that fragrance, this gives them something to remember you by. And if your fragrance is unique, like when I give people advice about fragrances, I always tell them not to get the bog standard fragrances that everyone has, because then you just like everyone else. Pick something that you really, really like, but something that's quite unique and something that not everyone else is going to have, because you don't want to smell like everyone else, because then you just become like everyone else. You want to have that unique scent so that people remember you, like, oh wow, this guy smells amazing, and they're not going to get that scent confused with anyone else again. Now it doesn't necessarily have to be an expensive fragrance. There's tons of fragrances out on the market. The expensive ones are obviously, they are nice, and there's a lot of good ones, but there are a lot of expensive ones that are also personally I don't like. It's all about personal preference and finding something that you really love. Okay, so another super important thing is your teeth. Now your teeth are really important, because if people aren't confident with their teeth, then they won't smile as much, and smiling is contagious. So when you do smile, it brings people in, and everyone just wants to be around you, and you just look like you're a fun, loving guy. Whereas if you're too scared to smile because you don't want to show your teeth, then it makes you look like someone that's not approachable, and you're not someone that's willing to have a conversation, and you look like quite closed off. Now your teeth are something that they are how they are. For me, I never had braces when I was younger, so my teeth aren't perfect. There are small things that you can do to help to make your teeth better. So obviously brushing your teeth regularly, twice a day. I use an electric toothbrush. I also use an Oral-B toothpaste that is for whitening. You can also get tons of whitening treatments on the market. There are loads of little different whitening kits that you can get to help to make your teeth whiter. I would be careful with whitening kits, so do your research before you use anything, because a lot of them do damage your teeth. So make sure you choose one that isn't going to cause damage to your teeth in the long term. Okay, so the final tip to improve your appearance from me is exercise. Now exercise is something that anyone can do. Go and sign up to a gym, work out. You can go outside and go for a run, just some form of physical exercise. It's going to be better for you, not only physically for your appearance, but it's going to help clothes to fit you better if you start lifting weights. Once I started lifting weights, I found that clothes fitted me so much better, because clothes are generally made for people like models, and the models generally have a little bit of muscle. So if you've got a little bit of muscle, then clothes are going to look so much better on you. Also your appearance, you're probably most likely going to lose a little bit of weight. You're going to look more athletic, which is generally going to improve your appearance. And also when someone's talking to you and you tell them that you regularly exercise, it shows that you have a hobby, it shows that you have something else that you do rather than just working all the time or whatever else you do. And once you do exercise, you'll feel more confident, you'll feel super energetic, and it just makes you feel so good. And trust me, once you start exercising, it's super addictive. Okay, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment down below on any other tips that you have for people trying to improve their appearance, so that people watching this video can also get more tips to the ones I've just given you. You can also check me out on Instagram at Stylebydillan for any more tips that you may need. But until next week, peace!